Meghan Markle's impact on the British royal family has been remarkable, to say the least. But how does she get along with each royal? Who are the feuders and who are the friends? And what really went down with Kate Middleton? Keep watching to find out. Prince Harry and Prince William used to be thick as thieves. Since Meghan Markle entered the picture, however, rumours have spread that the brothers' relationship has soured. But what about Meghan's relationship with her brother-in-law? According to the 2020 book Finding Freedom by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, Meghan had been nervous to meet William in 2016. The book reads, "She was self-aware enough to understand that the brothers were wary of women who were more interested in their titles than their well-being. When they met, though, William was apparently warm and welcoming, and he and Meghan got along well. However, William was privately concerned about his brother's new relationship, and he later voiced his concerns, which reportedly left Harry annoyed. After Meghan and Harry married, her relationship with William remained pretty distant, apparently leading Harry to believe that his brother wasn't supporting him and his wife. Indeed, at one royal appearance in 2020, William all but ignored Meghan and Harry, which pretty much sums it all up. It's safe to say that the tabloid press is obsessed with publishing gossip about the so-called feud between Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton. But what actually went on between the two famous sisters-in-law? Well, according to royal experts, their relationship is indeed complicated, but it might not have been quite as bad as some thought. In Finding Freedom, the authors reveal that the pair have a cordial but distant rapport. So while Kate and Meghan aren't exactly friends, they certainly aren't enemies either. Apparently, when the two duchesses first met, they were polite, but never really moved past that stage. They were often seen at events exchanging only a few words with each other. According to Scobie and Durand, their strained relationship can probably be explained by Harry and Meghan's wider conflict with the royal family. Reportedly, Meghan Markle had a strong and positive relationship with Queen Elizabeth II. Robert Lacey, author of Battle of Brothers, told She Knows that the Queen was eager to welcome Meghan into the family, mostly because she saw Meghan's arrival as an opportunity to modernise and popularise the royal family. Lacey said, "There's a political sense in which the Queen welcomed her as a first mixed-race recruit to the royal family." Sadly, Harry and Meghan later decided to step back from the royal family. As Lacey said, "It must be distressing for the Queen that 30 months later, this recruit and her son Archie are no longer classed as royal." Fortunately, it appears they've since grown closer again. After Harry and Meghan welcomed daughter Lilibet into the world, they quickly let the Queen know. Regarding the Queen's feelings toward the couple, a source said to In Touch, "She has put the drama from the interviews aside and is overjoyed to be a great-grandmother again." In the case of Prince Philip, it seems as though Meghan Markle's once close relationship with him eventually soured. The biography Prince Philip Revealed by Ingrid Seward reveals a pretty shocking detail about Philip's relationship with his granddaughter-in-law. Apparently, Philip was initially close with Meghan. He even made the extra effort to attend her wedding shortly after a hip operation. However, after Harry and Meghan's departure from the royal family, his opinion of Meghan reportedly changed. As Seward wrote, "For Philip, whose entire existence has been based on a devotion to doing his duty, it appeared that his grandson had abdicated for the sake of his marriage to an American divorcee in much the same way as Edward VIII gave up his crown to marry Wallis Simpson in 1936. Still, it seems they were able to maintain a cordial relationship before Philip's death. In one interview, Harry shared that the couple had Zoom calls with the Queen's husband.
It's like, bye, bye. And as I'm pressing, like, he just leans forward and goes, "Doof." I'm like, okay, bye.
It seems as though Meghan Markle is actually pretty close with Prince Charles. According to a source who spoke to the Daily Mail, Charles helped Meghan find her footing among the royal family's many traditions. The insider alleged, "The Duchess has shown a genuine interest in learning more about the history of the family she has married into, and her father-in-law has been delighted to impart his knowledge." Apparently, Charles and Meghan connected over these informal history lessons and soon found that they share plenty of interests, including art, culture, and history. Eventually, the pair reportedly developed a close bond, and while there may have been some tension after Meghan and Harry stepped back from royal life, some reports have suggested that their relationship with Charles may be on the mend. Meghan Markle developed a close relationship with her husband's father, and it looks like she's been equally successful with his stepmother, Camilla Parker-Bowles. Camilla and Meghan have a lot in common, most importantly, the fact that Camilla is also a divorcee who married into the royal family, and by the sounds of things, she's been keen to support Meghan. According to a friend of Camilla who spoke to the Daily Mail, much like Meghan, Camilla had experienced a lot of negative press and hostility from courtiers due to her relationship with Charles when he was still married to Diana. Apparently, Camilla was very sensitive to Meghan, providing her with comfort and support during the worst attacks by the British media. Even though Meghan Markle tends to have positive relationships with most of the royal family, there's one member of the family that she has openly distanced herself from, Prince Andrew. In 2019, Andrew faced renewed allegations of sexual abuse and trafficking. In a now infamous interview on Newsnight on the BBC, the prince denied these allegations.
I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat.
For Meghan, her uncle-in-law's interview was apparently the last straw in their relationship. As The Telegraph reported, Meghan was horrified by the manner in which the Duke of York dismissed the allegations. The publication went on to explain that Andrew's interview left Meghan, a proud supporter of female victims of sexual abuse, feeling uncomfortable. It's safe to say that after Andrew's notorious interview and the scandals that followed it, these two probably don't have much contact. Princess Eugenie is the daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, and the cousin of Prince Harry. While not a great deal is known about Meghan Markle's relationship with her cousin-in-law, one awkward etiquette misstep from Meghan suggests that their relationship is likely strained. Eugenie initially welcomed Meghan into the family, as she is said to be very close with Harry. According to The Express, she even told friends she loved Meghan and thought she was perfect for Harry. However, Meghan may have breached protocol when she chose Eugenie's wedding day to announce her pregnancy. According to Finding Freedom, the announcement did not go down particularly well with her cousin-in-law. In fact, Eugenie was so upset that she reportedly vanished at her own wedding to go yell at Meghan and Harry. Fortunately, Eugenie and Meghan appear to have mended things since that poorly timed pregnancy announcement. According to Us Weekly, they have reportedly been friendly and have even bonded over their respective pregnancies. Princess Beatrice seems to have forged a pretty positive relationship with Meghan Markle. Nevertheless, according to certain tabloid reports, there may be a little bit of jealousy on Meghan's part. In 2020, Meghan released legal papers which named Beatrice as an example of a royal family member who's allowed to undertake paid work. In the same document, Meghan laid out what she saw as an unfair system that denied her the same opportunity. When Meghan and Harry left the family and their royal duties behind, their relationship with Beatrice seems to have gotten worse. As one friend of Beatrice said to Page 6, it's fair to say the relationship is not what it was. Even though Meghan and Harry didn't attend her wedding in 2020, they reportedly sent their congratulations to Beatrice on her wedding day. Princess Anne, Queen Elizabeth's only daughter, is known for her bluntness and unflinching honesty. In the ITV documentary Anne, the Princess Royal at 70, she made a comment that suggested how she feels for Meghan Markle. Anne said,
"The pressure that is applied to the younger members of the family is always worse, because that's what the media is interested in."
It sounds like Princess Anne understands what a difficult time Meghan must have had as she joined the royal family. And as Robert Hardman, who interviewed Anne for the documentary, told Today, she does have sympathy for Harry and Meghan, and she talks about it. Nevertheless, even though Anne seems to understand Meghan's unique difficulties, she has also expressed a wish that the younger royals would stop trying to reinvent the wheel. In a Vanity Fair interview, she said she often finds herself telling Meghan and the other younger royals, don't forget the basics. Not much is known about Meghan Markle's relationship with Zara Tindall, Princess Anne's daughter and Prince Harry's cousin. However, reports do suggest that they aren't all that close. According to Sean Smith, the royal biographer behind Meghan Misunderstood, Zara wasn't too impressed with Meghan's wedding plans. In fact, she may have even made fun of the Duchess-to-be at the time. As Smith wrote in the biography, Zara acted in a pompous manner upon hearing the actress's plans for the big day. The book claims, Prince Charles read and reread the Order of Service as if it was the latest fascinating issue of Country Life magazine. His wife Camilla and Kate Middleton were desperately trying not to make eye contact with each other. Smith went on to describe how Zara's reaction was best of all. As he put it, she was gobsmacked. If these reports are true, it sounds like Zara comes from a totally different world than Meghan, so they probably struggle to see eye to eye. While Zara Tindall and Meghan Markle may not be incredibly close, it sounds like Zara's husband, Mike Tindall, was perhaps a little more welcoming to the newcomer. Mike, who also married into the royal family, spoke to Good Morning Britain before Meghan's wedding.
I think all she can do is enjoy the day, and that's all you want for both of them. You know, it's a special day for them both.
Mike went on to explain that he thought the family would be eager to help her feel at home.
And hopefully they'll live happily ever after.
Sarah Ferguson is the ex-wife of Prince Andrew. As you may already know, she hasn't always had an easy relationship with the British media or with the firm, as the royal family are sometimes known. So it'll come as no surprise to learn that Fergie seems to be pretty supportive of Meghan Markle. In a 2021 interview on the talk show Porter a Porter, Fergie revealed that she was pleased that Meghan and Prince Harry had married, and she wanted to see Harry happy. She said, "The most important thing is they are very happy, and she makes him very happy." In another interview with The Telegraph, Fergie was once again carefully supportive. She said, "I wouldn't presume to give advice to Harry and Meghan, except to say to be happy." In fact, Fergie has been supporting Meghan since the very beginning. As Meghan told Oprah on her first meeting with Queen Elizabeth, Fergie ran out and taught her how to curtsy just in time. Prince Edward, Queen Elizabeth's youngest child, and his wife Sophie have mostly tried to stay out of the drama surrounding Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. In 2021, Edward spoke to CNN about the tension that arose when Meghan and Harry announced they were stepping back from their royal duties. He said the strain on the family was very sad, but he admitted that he could see where Meghan and Harry were coming from. He explained, "Listen, weirdly, we've all been there before. We've all had excessive intrusion and attention in our lives, and we've all dealt with it in slightly different ways, and we wish them the very best of luck. It's a really hard decision." In another interview with The Telegraph after the infamous Oprah interview, Edward and his wife tried to stay diplomatic, joking that they hadn't even heard about the interview. It sounds like Edward and Sophie, while supportive of Meghan, are trying to steer clear of any more drama. And who can blame them? Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about the royal family are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.